Hey teens, Christy here, and I'm bringing you some more awesome book reviews for this month. It is finally November, so I hope you all enjoyed the vampire series that I talked about last month. This month is Native American Month, which means that we celebrate the rich and diverse culture of Native Americans here in North America. So all of my books are YA based, whether they be fiction or nonfiction, and they are written by Native American authors that talk about kids living on the reservation, trying to live in the time in now or live in the past or anything like that. So I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you come to the library to check out some more amazing stories that we have. But for today, my first book I'm going to talk about is Hearts Unbroken. So, and this was a more recent buy that I bought at the library. So this one's about a young girl. I'm sorry, I forgot her name because I've read so many of them. They're all starting to blend in together. So this is about Lou. She is living with her family in, oh my goodness, what is it? Texas? I can't remember. No, it's obviously Kansas. It's Kansas. My bad. I think she moved from Texas to Kansas. So that's my apology. So she's living in Kansas. She lives in a pretty much white pretty much a white town with some, more of a white uh, public school and all that. And there's very little, Native Americans there. There's very little Indian Americans, people of color. It's just not quite as diverse as she would hope. But she doesn't really get it down. She enjoys her culture very much. She doesn't like it when people mock her for it. She doesn't understand why people need to do the things they need to do. Like for Halloween, how many of some people dress up as Pocahontas or dress up in the native princess outfits. It's our costumes. It's not right. So she's very much a outspoken person when it comes to her culture, which is great. So so she's trying to go through her high school being like, yes, this is what I want to do. I'm going to go ahead and push myself by being more out there. I'm going to go ahead and join the newspaper club and write some amazing stories, but everything that's happening in the school that we're kind of not talking about and everything else. So when her brother decides to do something too, kind of within the same school, he decides to go out for the drama club. And this year's production is The Wizard of Oz. Of course it is. So not only does he really, really not only does he go for it, he tries to go out for a big part. And he gets it. He ends up being the Tin Man, which is great and amazing. It's Tin Man and Scarecrow. Shoot. I'm really bad at this, guys. I am so sorry. Yeah, it's Tin Man. Oh, hi, Ollie. Come on, Ollie. Come on my lap so people can actually see me. There we go. This is Ollie again. Goes out for Tin Man and he gets it. But not only does he get Tin Man, another really great student who is black ends up being Dorothy. And some of these parents who are there's some parents that are part of a huge group that is their acronym is part. I can't remember what it means, but they are very much against this. Like they are willing to do anything to make sure that this play does not go on because they're very much against people of color playing white characters. Pretty ironic given how we always have a white person play a person of color. But I digress. So it's really, really fascinating to see how people's mind works for this and how much Lou is really digging into the school and how much this group is like really threatening the school and everyone in it, and how now they're trying to take away the newspaper because they think the newspaper is biased about this. And it's like, of course the newspaper is biased about this. This is not okay. It's just, and not only does her little brother get attacked by it, but she's also now personally get attacked by doing a page for this, and it's so interesting, to read. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I love Lou's character. There are a couple of times where, she is very much, self-centered. She's very focused on herself, or she's very focused on her family. And there's nothing wrong with being focused on your family, but there is something wrong with being totally focused on yourself, that she doesn't even realize what her actions are doing to, like her friend or her boyfriend. She doesn't think ahead about what needs to be done and how to go about it. But I thoroughly enjoyed reading Hearts Unbroken, seeing a great perspective of how the world treats Native Americans when they learn that someone is part of a different culture, and how they're handling it. And, you know, there's one point, there's one really, really great line that stuck with me. And that was when she was interviewing someone else, and she was talking about how her parents are reacting to this, and she didn't realize how racist her parents were. And she's like, I didn't realize it. I don't want to become them, and I don't know what to do. And I think the line was, we are not our parents. We have to make our own choices, but we don't have to follow them. Or something along those lines. That stuck to me so much, because it's so true. Like, you don't realize some of the stuff that happens in your own family until you start, really learning about different things and discovering that, wow, this is actually kind of bad. But I didn't realize it because, my family makes it so normal. It's not normal. It's okay to stand up for yourself. This is essentially what this book is talking about. Standing up for what you believe in, fighting the racism, doing everything you can to make sure that people realize it's wrong, but doing it, using your voice, making sure you're being heard, writing articles, doing videos, doing things like that. That's great. Talk, speak up, do everything. This book really, really talks about this. So I hope you guys come into the library to check out Hearts Unbroken. If we have an ebook of it or an e-audio, I'll make sure to put it in the link in the description below. So I hope you guys come check this out at the library. So that was my first book review. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys come and check it out. And make sure you check out all the other great videos that my other friends at the other librarians are doing here at the library. Not to mention, some of my teens might be giving us some videos, and I hope you check those out too. I'm super excited. I know they're super excited about it too. Make sure to like, subscribe to the channel, and make sure to check out our Facebook page to learn about what's happening at the library. That's all I have for this video, and I will see you all in the next chapter. Bye!